Happy Africa Day. Just the Organization of African Unity. May 25, 1963. If you didn't know, then now you know. This is the day we celebrate. To my brothers and sisters all over the world, I hope and I pray that you one day return to the motherland and make a difference if you can. Hey, Happy Africa Day. Chad Congo, Hanjaputi, Happy Africa Day. Egypt and Guinea, Happy Africa Day.
Welcome to Africa Day 2024, which is being held at this historic building of the International Maritime Organisation. My name is Juliana Olayinka. I'm a British Nigerian broadcaster based in London, and I'm delighted to be your host. Your Excellencies, distinguished representatives, ladies and gentlemen. Our theme for this Africa Day 2024 is Educate an African Fit for the 21st Century, building resilient education systems for increased access to inclusive, lifelong, quality and relevant learning in Africa. The message underscores the importance of education in preparing our continent for future challenges and, of course, opportunities. We are equipped, as we all know, with the tools to develop robust education systems that provide lifelong learning opportunities for all Africans, ensuring inclusivity and quality in the educational framework. As you allow me to stand on existing protocols, please help me with a round of applause in welcoming our first speaker for the evening, His Excellency, Mr. Girish Nunkoo, who is the High Commissioner of the Republic of Mauritius and Dean of the AU Heads of Missions Group. A round of applause, please.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to all of you. In the spirit of the continued tradition of the African Union Heads of Mission Group in London, we meet again this year to celebrate Africa Day 2024 under the theme Educate an African Fit for the 21st Century. 61 years after the setting up of the Organization of African Unity, now the African Union, the continent has made quantitative and qualitative leaps on several fronts. The transformation has been phenomenal. Member states have taken in their own hands the shaping of the destiny of the continent, following an arduous process of decolonization, which is yet to be totally completed for some of us. We have made gigantic progress in many fields such as agricultural transformation, a concerted strategy and roadmap towards effective regional and continental integration, an effective voice in multilateral affairs on key issues such as environment and climate change. There has been enormous improvement on the prevalence of democracy, good governance, and the development of solid institutions as the backbone for lasting peace and security, stability, democracy, and above all, the welfare of our citizens first. Yet, in an interconnected world, we have to navigate through complex domestic and international political landscapes. One of the most important contributing factors for the progress has been the prime importance given to education and its key role as an agent for the dramatic change of the outlook and landscape of the continent. Education is more than just a pathway to individual success. It is a catalyst for societal transformation. When we educate our youth, we are not only providing them with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed, but we are also fostering critical thinking, innovation, and a sense of civic responsibility. Africa is home to the youngest population in the world, with almost 60% of its population being under 25. By 2030, young Africans will constitute 42% of global youth. Africa's growing youth population offers enormous potential for growth and human capital development, provided it receives quality and inclusive education and skills for the 21st century job opportunities. The SDG roadmap recommends a minimum of expenditure of 4% of GDP on the education sector for effective progress. We need to improve the funding mechanisms for the education sector, explore public-private sector partnerships, but also, more importantly, address the needs of the most vulnerable and the poor. The vicious cycle of poverty, illiteracy, unemployment, and other social ills needs to be broken. What we are also witnessing in our respective countries is the severe impact of climatic variations, creating havoc with severe destruction to infrastructure, lost days of production, and cross-sectoral impact necessitating a holistic government approach towards adaptation, mitigation, and resilience building. Lost days at school is also one of the main impacts of climatic variations. So, in effect, what do we need? A system of education that can challenge policymakers, political leaders, and the civil society to work in unison to shape up policies in an inclusive process with no one left behind. We still need more cooperation and help between the African states. Our universities and institutions of higher research played a pivotal role in the agricultural revolution. Expertise was also shared in many other sectors, such as health, science, economics, humanities, arts, literature, and environmental sustainability. We need to revive this. Under the Africa Graduate Scheme, the government of Mauritius provides annually 50 scholarships to African students intending to pursue tertiary education studies in Mauritius. I commend many of our member states who are also offering such scholarships to African students in the spirit of African solidarity and cooperation. Excellencies, let me now say a few words on the importance of international collaboration, particularly between the United Kingdom and Africa. This partnership holds immense potential for transforming the educational landscape and fostering mutual growth and development. The partnership between the UK and Africa will be crucial to unlocking the potential of individuals and societies, and by working together, we can create a future where every child, regardless of their background or circumstances, has access to quality education. I also welcome the commitment taken by the G20 leaders at the New Delhi summit in 2023 to strengthen the ties between the African Union and the G20 and support the African Union realize the aspirations of Agenda 2063, and in particular, those relating to investment in quality education and science, technology, innovation, and research in order to drive Africa's development. An educated population is better equipped to address the challenges we face, from poverty and inequality to climate change and technological disruption. As I conclude, I'd like to recall the words of Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Let's promote this weapon with determination and purpose, knowing that the future of our continent depends on it. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, before closing, allow me to express my deepest appreciation to everyone who has contributed to the success of this event, in particular, the members of the Social Committee, under the leadership of Her Excellency, Mrs. Sara Amani, and last but not least, to all the embassies and high commissions for their invaluable contribution. Thank you, and happy Africa Day.
Happy Africa, happy Africa, happy Africa Day. Just the Organization of African Unity, May 25, 1963. If you didn't know, then now you know. This is the day we celebrate. To my brothers and sisters all over the world, I hope and I pray that you one day return to the motherland.